sick of not hearing these Mothman theories. Treadmill. No, not treadmill. What is it?
Segway.
Segway.
Are you okay? Called it a treadmill.
I'll film for the audio listeners. That is a mutant bird.
Why has it got
mate.
fists?
Hey everyone, welcome back to the Drip Podcast. We've got a full house tonight. We've got myself, Lozzie, Scott, Bailey, and Maya. And we're gonna do a cryptid splash, which I'm thoroughly looking forward to. I feel like who wasn't in the Bigfoot one? Maya.
Yeah, just Maya.
That was such a fun episode. That was so funny. Not because Maya was fuck the lot of you, man.
No.
Not because
Bennett
Maya
was fantastic. Bennett was the
No.
best episode yet.
No.
I was just picturing the man being rolled up into a spliff, to be honest with you.
Yeah, to be fair, that's what I was thinking.
I just
was just running through the woods.
I was getting at that cryptids are fun. Not that in your absence, Maya.
Right.
Jesus. So we're going to do
So
another
if this
cryptid.
podcast isn't very good, then
There
it's
is
me.
a common denominator. No.
Yeah.
No. Well, no, see, but the other thing is, like, we had some funny, whimsical Bigfoot stories. I don't know how funny and light-hearted the Mothman is, as he is known, which I'm sure we'll get into in a bit, as like the fucking harbinger of death. So, yeah, but I actually have a little bit of history with Mothman back in lockdown, back in 2020. So I don't even know how, I can't remember how it came about, but I did a video on the Mothman. I did some merch on the Mothman. And then I was called, was it before or it must have been after the Mothman video. I was called out by the Mothman in a series of cryptic video messages that were rather scary, and I was sort of like bewildered because he was getting people involved that were close to me in these videos to go against me, and it was sort of like, who is this masked criminal terrorizing my life? And it actually turned out to be you, Scott, didn't it?
It did. If I recall, it started with a cryptid tier list, which I think
Makes
you put
sense.
Mothman in the top tier.
Yeah.
Ah.
So why would that create an antagonistic?
I think it actually started when you announced you were doing the tier list, and it was more of a threat to put Mothman in the top tier.
That makes sense.
Yeah, it was brilliant because there was like a rap. There was all sorts, weren't there?
I wrote that myself.
It was sick.
You were very creative with it. But I
We
had
had Lozzie.
no idea. Yeah, you had Lozzie. Did you get Maya or my sister? Or
It was Chloe.
I tried to get Maya, but she never replied.
Aired the DMs.
Loyalty, that is.
so tell me,
Exactly.
because I don't really know. I know now that it was you. I tell you, the most impressive thing was when I used to do the quizzes, and you and Mothman would come first and second, and the quiz was all about fucking timed answers. So, like, the longer you took to answer a question, the less points you got, and you were getting first and second.
Yeah, multitasking. Mouse in one hand,
Phenomenal.
phone in the other.
Absolutely phenomenal. But the thing with that is, where was I going with that? Because obviously you revealed that it was you and stuff. But yeah, like tell me about Bailey's camera's gone, but it's all right. We're still good for the audio. Tell me about, like, not the inspiration, but like what was like the ins and outs? Because obviously you did contact Lozzie, you did contact Maya and Chloe. Did you DM them from like a Scott account, or did you create a Mothman account?
I think it was from the Mothman Twitter.
Yeah.
So like,
yeah, it was.
Lozzie, when you got involved, did you know that it was Scott?
No, not at first. No.
Straight betrayal, mate.
So it could have been anyone, and you were just like, yeah, sure.
Yeah,
What?
I even had to like cut bits of Lozzie out to make it really threatening.
Jesus.
because there was an entire section about a scuff controller that I just cut out, so it made it sound like he was threatening you instead of the controller.
I found the message in my DMs from the 30th of May 2020. Mothman is recruiting disciples. Do the right thing. Join the Mothman.
Jesus.
That's incredible.
It had to be ominous. That was like the key
Dedication.
thing.
It was.
So what
ominous.
other things did you do, Scott?
So there were several strange threats while I was trying to work out how to use stock footage,
Right.
which was a learning experience, I'm not going to lie. Ghost from Call of Duty.
Yeah, I thought that you got Ghost from Call of Duty on a cameo or something, didn't you?
It was going to be Captain Price, but he wanted about 400 quid,
Right.
Oh.
and I did not have 400 quid. I wasn't that committed to the Mothman.
Sorry. I swallowed. I fucking swallowed down the wrong hole.
Funny. Man gets his victim.
You alright?
Jesus Christ. Maybe the threat of Mothman is
The
still real.
harbinger of death.
Taken 3 years, but
That's it. So yeah. So because obviously I remember Ghost. He was like, "Dudey, you fucking cat, you fucking Dudey." And I was like, "Holy shit, it's
that
Ghost."
wasn't accurate.
What
Yeah,
did
so
you
there
get him
was
to
Ghost-
say?
It was basically, he sort of did his own thing. I gave him like the basic. I think Ghost was the last person that did
Yeah.
one. I sent him the Twitter thread of everything that had happened so far.
That's so funny.
He read through it, watched all the videos, and then did his own thing with it.
So
That's fucking
cool.
amazing.
That
That's
was like-
so funny.
I'm just glad that he got set on fire in that mission. Fucking cunt.
Whoa.
Spoilers!
Whoa.
Fuck yeah, for 2007.
Yeah, some people have got round to it. Yeah.
But yeah,
Jesus.
Yeah,
That was
that was
old. That, you know,
brilliant.
that was before the reboot.
that was
before-
brilliant when I saw it. I was like, "Holy shit!" Like, Ghost is involved. It was
I mean,
amazing.
conveniently, all the videos seem to be posted when you were streaming on Twitch as well.
Yeah,
Mostly because live reactions were better.
yeah.
Smart.
But yeah, no, it was brilliant. It was absolutely brilliant. I can't remember. Did you just reveal yourself, or did I catch you out, or what? I can't remember. I can't remember how it came about.
Did we just guess?
I think it sort of just stopped one day for a while. I just didn't make any more randomly out of the blue. I don't know why. And
Well.
then about 4 months later, I think we were talking about it, and I posted from the wrong account in the Twitch chat.
Oh.
Ah.
I let it slip.
It was brilliant though, man. It really was brilliant. It was like, what are them? What do they call them online? They're like, it's like an online video series where it's like meant to be realistic, but it's not. What are they called? It's not like a role playing game. It's like an online role play thing. I don't know, but it felt like one of them. Like my life was all of a sudden like thrown in against a fucking mythological creature. It was really cool.
It was really cool. It was.
You're literally a supervillain, aren't you, Scott?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
And I wrote a terrible rap to go with it, which
Yeah, well.
The rap was sick. Link
took
it
about
in
a day and a
bio.
half to write.
That was great. Now we're going to talk about the origins of the mythological creature of which Scott inhabited. Okay, so the true story behind the legendary Mothman said to terrorize West Virginia. So as legend has it, the flying Mothman terrified countless Point Pleasant residents in the late 1960s. And when the nearby Silver Bridge collapsed, the creature was blamed for the deaths of 46 people. On November 12th, 1966, in Clendenin, West Virginia, a group of gravediggers working in a cemetery spotted something strange. They glanced up from their work as something huge soared over their heads. It was a massive figure that was moving rapidly from tree to tree. The gravediggers would later describe this figure as a brown human being. This was the first reported sighting of what would come to be known as the Mothman, an elusive creature that remains as mysterious as it was on the night that a few frightened witnesses first laid eyes on it. The thing for me with Mothman, there's never been like a daytime sighting, has there? It's always nighttime.
Yeah.
When have you ever seen a moth in the day flying around?
That's
That's
true.
it. Yeah.
I guess nocturnal creatures.
There you go.
Eating clothes and that.
Close that
Oh.
question.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's it. It's true.
Yeah,
I think
exactly.
there have been
How many times-
some.
Carry on, Scott.
I think there have been some sightings of Mothman during the day, or at least during early parts of the
In a
night when it's
wardrobe.
still quite light.
Okay.
There's a couple of videos online of like a creature flying in the sky that may or may not be Mothman.
Ah.
Very interesting.
It seems quite light behind them.
So, just 3 days after the Gravedigger's initial report in nearby Point Pleasant, West Virginia, two couples noticed a white-winged creature about 6 or 7 feet tall, standing in front of the car that they were all sitting in. Now, Roger Scarberry and Steve Mallett were eyewitnesses, and they told the local newspaper, the Point Pleasant Register, that the beast had bright red eyes about 6 inches apart, a wingspan of 10 feet, and the apparent urge to avoid the bright headlights on the car. Well,
There's your daytime answer then.
well, no,
The
hang
opposite of
on.
a moth. Controversial.
Yeah. Urge to avoid the bright headlights.
Oh yeah, because they fucking love the light, didn't they, moths?
Hmm.
That's from
I
the
have-
Darren Woods
I have
video
seen
and that.
something. I did see an article online that said that Mothman was actually the second choice of name.
Oh,
Okay.
what was the first?
The original choice of name was taken by Batman
Ah.
because apparently the creature resembled a large, winged sort of bat-like creature.
Mm.
But Batman was a little bit popular at that point,
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
decent.
they went for the second best thing.
To be fair, like looking at pictures of him, of Mothman, it doesn't really look like a moth at all.
Nah.
He's got like solid wings for a start. You know what I mean?
Giant furry wings.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Could have been
Bat
called
does.
Man Bat. I know that is a villain in Batman, but fucking hell, you can't have both.
Is
DC.
it actually?
Yeah, Man
Yeah.
Bat.
What about Bat Boy?
Man,
That's-
bat.
Bat Beast.
Yeah, the Bat
that's
Beast.
a
Why
good
not
one.
that?
Yeah,
one of the
Bat
Bat
Beast
Beast.
is sick.
Yeah,
The
I think we
Beast.
should rebrand it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Beast Bat.
No, he's good the first time.
The Moth Beast. The Beast Moth. Beast Moth in back. That's like a play on both that and Behemoth. Beast Moth.
The Beast Moth.
Nice.
Beast Moth, yeah.
Behemoth moth.
Yeah. I think that's
Absolutely.
Behemoth Moth. Behemoth Moth. Moth.
That's a bit of a mouthful,
Behemoth,
that one.
yeah.
So what did we land on? Sorry, was it Beast Bat? Bat Beast.
Bat
Bat
Beast.
Beast.
Bat Beast shirts coming soon. Apologies for pulling you out of the podcast momentarily. I just needed to give a shout out to today's sponsor, Wraith. Now, I have to do long editing sessions, and of course, I have to do those overnight paranormal investigations. And as terrifying as they are, which you would think you'd be fueled by fear, when you get to around 2, 3, 4 in the morning, you do get a little bit drowsy. So I use Wraith to keep me alert, keep me aware, and keep me energized. What I love about Wraith is the vast amount of flavors that you can get. My personal favorite is the pear drop. You know the sweets, pear drops? I know it sounds a bit silly, but you think like drink flavors, they say that they're one thing and they're just sort of like, yeah, it's not though. No, it literally tastes like you're drinking pear drops. And with my code Dudey, that's D-U-D-E-Y, you can get yourself 20% off. Just go to drinkwraith.com and get your Wraith energy today. Thank you so much to Wraith for sponsoring this podcast. According to the witnesses, this creature was able to fly at incredible speeds, perhaps as fast as 100 miles per hour. Damn. That is a bat beast.
Damn, you quick.
All of them agreed that the beast was a clumsy runner on the ground, though.
Oh, embarrassing.
They knew this
Disrespect.
only because it allegedly chased their vehicle to the outskirts of town in the air, then scuttled into a nearby field and disappeared. If you run like a twat, but you can fly at 100 miles an hour, why would you run?
I know.
Do you know
There's
what I
no one
mean?
else picturing it because
It's like I can't roller skate too great, but I can run all right, so I don't roller skate. Do you know what I mean?
That's true.
I bet he's also so angry at these people for telling everyone how shit of a runner he
Yeah.
is. Like, you
Yeah.
fucking joking. I can
Imagine
imagine.
that. Imagine
Also-
like the bat beast is actually sentient and understands us and tries to intimidate you, and you're just like, you run like a twat, and he like just gets upset.
Maybe
favourite
that's why he
thing-
doesn't come out that often. It's because he's so embarrassed.
Yeah.
My
It's
favourite
like
thing
they
about that
took the
is
piss out of me running.
his big getaway was run into a forest on foot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how he like disappeared. Surely, if you can
Fly
fly,
away.
your disappearance would be, "Well, I'm just going to go over those trees now. See you later."
I'm not being
Yeah.
funny. If I woke up tomorrow with the ability to fly, fucking, you better know my feet are never touching the floor again, lad. Like, I will be constantly in the air,
Yeah. It's true.
At all times.
all times, even
Yeah, the
sleeping.
supermarket.
I'll just be laying there, like floating in that. Fucking, why would you run, mate? Just use
That
your
is
wings,
true.
mate. You got 10 foot of wings on your back, mate, and you're deciding to use your little clogs. Nah,
Especially
keep
if
going.
you're a shit runner. Like,
Yeah, what?
oh, that's so cringe. I've just
Oh,
got the
dear.
ick from Mothman.
Mothman, isn't it?
Yeah, there we go. Running Mothman ick.
I think he
Merch
comes back.
coming soon.
Oh.
Let's skip ahead a little bit to more spooky sightings across West Virginia, right? So at first, reporters were skeptical, naturally. In the papers, they called the Mothman a bird and a mysterious creature. However, they did print Mallett's description. It was like a man with wings. But more and more sightings were reported in the Point Pleasant area over the next year as the legend of the Mothman took shape. 8 additional sightings in a short span of 3 days after the first claims, including 2 young volunteer firefighters. I just made up the young bit. Don't know where the fuck I got that from. I'm literally like reading things that aren't there. Incredible. Who said they saw a very large bird with large red eyes. A resident of Salem, Newell Partridge, claimed that he saw strange patterns appearing on his television screen one night, followed by a mysterious sound just outside of his home. Newell, this is a bat beast, mate, not a fucking poltergeist. You need to relax. What's he on about? He saw strange patterns on his TV.
He was trying to tweak his aerial on the
Yeah.
top, wasn't he? Just getting a bit of static coming through.
Shining a flashlight toward the direction of the noise, Partridge supposedly witnessed 2 red eyes resembling bicycle reflectors looking back at him.
Why use that comparison? Way to dull it down.
So he's got bicycle reflectors for eyes and he runs like a twat.
Yeah. All of a sudden, Mothman
This-
isn't very threatening.
This isn't a cryptid. This is a beast that has just gone into hiding because he just can't take the
'Cause he's such
embarrassment.
a loser.
I made Mothman so much cooler than he is.
You
Yeah.
did.
Yeah.
You did.
Yeah, yeah.
Bring back Scott's Mothman. This
I
guy's
mean-
embarrassing.
The one thing I will add for the bicycle reflectors, when we were in Rendlesham, there was a point where we shone the torch up and down the end of the pathway saw the reflectors on the barriers.
Yes.
And from a distance, you couldn't quite tell what they were at first.
That is true.
So bicycle
was
reflectors
Mothman.
do look quite creepy from a distance when the light catches them right. So I sort of get where it's coming from.
Yeah.
But also, I think that it may well have genuinely been red reflective surfaces that this guy shone
Yeah.
a light on.
Yeah, that's
That is
also a high
good point.
possibility.
I think he knows it as well because it's such a weird comparison to make. Because if
Yeah.
he saw that and he didn't think that it was bicycle reflectors, he'd just be like, "And I saw
Yeah.
2 red lights coming from the distance that looked like eyes." He wouldn't be like, "Oh,
Saw
bicycle."
2 red reflectors suspiciously where I park my bike.
Yeah.
It must
However,
be Mothman.
you lot can laugh all you fucking want. Yeah, you can laugh at this man. Mothman took his dog that night.
Oh, no.
Allegedly led to the disappearance of Partridge's dog. Woof.
And his bike by any
fucking woof.
chance.
Yeah.
So they stole
He's-
this guy's bike and his dog.
Nah, his bike wheel was just propping open the gate and the dog just ran for it, mate.
Or the guy that stole his dog came on a bike.
That's what it was. Cracked it. Anyway, carry on.
It's mad.
Oh,
It is
that's really
fucking
bad.
mad. It's sad. This is sad, you know. But yeah, there's lots of theories which so I don't want to go into. I don't want to tread on Scott's toes here because we're going to go into some theories. But like it goes here, like what is Mothman really? Is it a crane? Which is, I mean, how on earth you get to that? is phenomenal. So I think what we'll do here, we'll kill this article now, and we will head over to Scott. Did you say you have like 10
I have
explanations?
got the top explanations for the Mothman.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's hear
Also,
it.
on
Should
top of
we-
that, just to clarify, the man's dog was called Bandit.
Oh.
Bandit.
So he was on the run then.
I have somewhere here got the story of Bandit. 1 second.
Should we try and
So-
debunk the debunks?
Yeah, I think that's a good shout. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we're on Mothman's side now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Makes
so
a
for Bandit,
change.
I
in
was.
John Keel's book, The Mothman Prophecies, he tells of a German shepherd named Bandit who bolted into the woods after 2 glowing red circles. Partridge says he looked for Bandit but never found anything but paw prints going in circles, and then they vanished.
Ah.
We'll never know if it was the true birth of Mothman, as 2 glowing circles may not make a moth. I don't know what that means, but that's what the article says.
There you go.
So
The
the-
Bandit
the
story never would
original-
have surfaced without the eyes.
So
Right.
the original article that we read was very misleading because it was like this guy was in his room and he saw eyes outside, and then the next day his dog had disappeared. But in this actual story, the dog ran into the woods after some eyes,
Yeah.
so it did actually just run away.
Ooh,
Yeah.
we don't
Potentially.
know this.
Potentially.
And there's Maya's slanderous comment of the podcast.
That's it.
Jesus.
One
She's
every
doing
week.
one a week till we get a libel through the fucking
Yeah.
post.
Take a sip for every possible lawsuit.
Fucking hell. Oh dear. I'm just looking at the audio levels and seeing how loud you guys are and just crying inside. I can't do it. I'm shit with audio. Yeah, there you go. That's it. I'm shit with audio. Guys, let us know in the comments now, how are the audio levels? Are they fine? Is it all in my head, or do I need to be super paranoid about it? Let me know. I'm sure you will.
Jordan up at night. The audio levels.
You already are super paranoid about it, so you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Peter,
I'm not. You lot are. Sick
You
of it.
you sound as loud as everyone else does to me.
Oof. I feel sick.
I feel
Sick
Be
of,
sick.
offended.
sick of not hearing these Mothman theories. Treadmill. No, not treadmill. What is it?
Segway.
Segway.
Are you okay?
I mean,
This ain't your first rodeo, boy. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
you've
I-
said Segway in a podcast many a time and never called it a treadmill.
I've filmed in my career. I've probably filmed about 250 podcast episodes, and yeah, fuck that up.
That's a good one.
Everybody gets one. It's okay.
Treadmill.
Listen, yeah.
Shut up! I'm literally swearing that is the funniest thing.
Right, let's cross train into this next one.
Step it on. Fucking cross train.
Well, that's it. Innit? That's it.
Right, let's think my bench press is anyway. Let's go.
Listen.
Oh my god, that's really tickled me. The way you said it so good. Treadmill.
I mean, it kind of works. So
Yeah.
I think we
would
make that
say-
a thing, to be honest.
I would say it makes more sense than Segway.
actually,
Yeah.
thinking about it, it doesn't, because you stay in exactly the same place on the treadmill.
That's true.
Yeah,
Mm.
Okay. So we need something like treadmill where you don't stay in the same place.
Treadmill, like you
Walk,
can kind of
running.
like roll back a little bit. Yeah.
Running. We're running into the next segment here, guys.
There you go.
Anyway,
That's it.
Sprinting into the next segment.
That's
God.
Read the fucking article, Scott.
Okay,
I've still got to have dinner. Jesus Christ.
so the top 10 explanations for the Mothman.
Oh,
Coming in at number 10, we've got a barn owl.
nuts.
Hang on a minute.
hang on. They said it was a human-sized.
Yeah. Also with a 10-foot wingspan.
Why is this owl like this?
Ooh.
So one explanation.
It's flexing.
Why is this owl threatening me?
Hello?
Do you want to go outside, mate?
Oh,
Oh dear.
You Chris.
Yeah,
Sorry, I'm feeling silly.
I feel like we've lost it now, haven't we?
Yeah.
You're just trying to top the old Bigfoot one, aren't you, Maya?
Yeah, sorry, I'm just trying to make the viewers like me the most.
That's it.
Right.
So,
well,
a barn owl.
yeah.
One explanation, according to what Agent Mulder might call a non-believer,
X-Files
is that
reference.
Mothman is nothing that cannot be found naturally in the world. In particular, a barn owl. This particular owl does, after all, fit all the Mothman criteria.
Doesn't.
No.
Their
That's it.
wingspan, when fully extended, makes the bird seem larger than it actually is. Their eyes, which appear to be mounted on headless torsos, reflect distinctively eerie red when flashlights or headlights glow upon them,
Okay.
and they emit a kind of screeching sound for which the Mothman is also known.
Okay.
Yeah, their screech is fucking horrible. We've heard it on many investigations.
Yeah.
So yeah, that I get. It's just the size and the red eyes. Didn't know that. That's quite cool. But it's just the size for me. I'm not having it.
I've just had a
Also-
look. The largest barn owl wingspan is 49 inches, which is just not-
What?
How big's
Nom.
that? Is that
It's like,
10
you know,
meters?
Nah, it's not 10 meters. That's like a top of the range 2012
Oh yeah, of
TV.
course. Of course.
49 inches in feet is 4 feet. 4 feet wingspan.
Like 4 feet.
Yeah,
Okay,
but
don't
that's
get me
not-
wrong. There's nothing to shake. It's nothing to shake a stick
That
at.
is- that is-
4 foot wingspan. It's
Shocking.
all right.
That's some girth.
It's good, but it's not quite Mothman level.
No, right.
No.
So I think we can rule that one out.
Yeah, agreed.
Listen, barn owl, I'll give you the fucking staircase case. I think you're the killer in that. If you know, you know. But I don't think you're the Mothman. Number
Also,
9.
Mothman had 6-inch apart eyes.
And runs like a dickhead. Never seen a barn owl run.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
it.
You should
So
Google
basically,
owl
we just
running
need,
because
we
it's
just
unreal.
need to see what animals run like dicks.
You need to look at owls running because it's so funny, and they also have really long legs.
Oh,
And it's
yes,
like-
inside their bodies, isn't it?
Ah,
yeah.
Well,
Interesting.
Okay, having looked it up, they do run a bit like dickheads. I'm not going to lie to you.
Okay,
It's
so
not- that might have added a little bit of
Okay.
credibility there.
dickhead run. We get a tick. We get a tick for the
Yeah.
dickhead run.
but it's just the size. Get the
The
fuck
size
out
is
of
too small.
town.
It's too
Get
small.
out of town. Number
Yeah.
9.
That might make a return a bit later for another entry, I believe. But right, so number 9, we've got
Spoilers.
Alien.
And
Nice.
Hang
Okay.
on.
Just an alien.
Get rid of one cryptid, put in another one.
So about the time the Mothman sightings were being reported in such high volumes, starting in 1966 in Point Pleasant, also being reported, as sorted through and catalogued by paranormal researcher John Keel in his book The Mothman Prophecies, not an advert, were mysterious energy fields, glowing orbs, weird animal behaviors and disappearances, technology failures, loss of time, and the Men in Black,
Oh.
who would visit the town and make threatening inquisitions, assuming generic pseudonyms like John Brown and Bob Smith. Random disses to John Brown and Bob Smith, but
Yeah.
these things are also true of UFO folklore, which led people to the connection that Mothman may be a kind of alien.
Okay. See, that's something that I would happily get on board with.
Yeah.
I could see that.
It makes more sense than an owl.
Yeah. I think
Yeah.
so.
Somehow an alien makes more sense than an owl. I don't know how but it does. It
Mm.
just does
Yeah.
make more sense.
Yeah, they probably run like twats.
I was going to say
Yeah,
that. I reckon, unless it's like a xenomorph, do you know what I mean? Like, I
Yeah.
feel like a bipedal alien will just run like a knob.
He's getting used to the gravity. That's what it is.
Yeah,
Goes getting
true.
abducted
Whoa,
tonight.
fucking hell.
Oh,
This is heavy. That's what I think they'll do. That's what I think, because they'll have massive heads.
And wings.
or
and
maybe
wings.
maybe our gravity's lighter, so they'll be like, "Oh God, I might float right here."
Yeah.
Fucking what
Or maybe the Mothman is a spacesuit.
Yes.
Oof.
I like it.
The spice.
Before they knew that the air was breathable for them,
That's it.
they needed to make a quick escape, so they put wings on it.
And maybe they're flying at 100 miles. You know, like in video games where you have like an ability, but you like run out of like the energy for it, so you have to recharge. Maybe that's why it ran.
Oh, we've cracked it. There we
Yeah.
go. Number
So
9, aliens.
They put on the fucking super boost to 100 miles an hour, ran out of gas, and because it's a suit, it's like, oh, fuck it, no, this is quite hard to walk in.
Oof.
So they ran away like a knob.
That's it.
Solid
Yeah.
theory.
How,
Yeah.
how does that make sense? I don't get it, but it
Oh,
does.
try
It
running a
does.
fucking
Yeah,
spacesuit,
no,
mate.
it does. It does make sense.
There you
Right.
go.
Somehow that does, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm a big
Um,
fan of that theory.
There you go.
yeah. Mothman,
One of the
alien in
key
spacesuits.
One of the key things of it is obviously the Men in Black,
Yeah.
which were sighted in Point Pleasant just after the original Mothman sightings.
Mm.
Seen talking to residents, interviewing the people that had the sightings originally, and obviously you've done quite a bit on the Men in Black previously.
Yeah.
They are weird. It's a weird phenomenon.
I can't believe I never thought of a video idea dressing up as the Men in Black, going to people's houses, knocking on their door, dead serious, just being like, do you have anything to report of a UFO sighting recently? Just like
I
proper
don't
shitting
think
them
that
up.
will be allowed.
Why? Oh, yeah. Impersonating a government official. That's very true. Even though
Yeah.
they don't officially exist.
Also a little bit weird.
No, it's not. It's funny.
Jehovah's Witness.
Scaring people is funny. Terrorizing your neighborhood is hilarious.
Yeah. Terrorizing my neighborhood is the Men in Black. Brackets gone wrong.
Yeah.
Do you have time to talk about our Lord and Savior, the Mothman?
I like that.
That's good.
So what are we thinking on number 9 then? As a
well,
overall
we've
theory?
cracked it. So
Better than number
We don't need to hear
We
the rest
will
of the
see
list.
you next
Scott.
week.
That's how it happens.
I actually think we've just debunked Mothman with aliens.
which
Yeah.
is incredible.
As a sentence, that is one thing.
That's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
So
Well, no, but I like that. That's a strong one. That's a strong one.
Yeah. If that's number 9, I'm looking forward to the rest of the list.
I wouldn't say it necessarily gets better. So
Oh.
number 8, we've got Thunderbirds.
Hang on.
They are go.
Oh, right, okay.
Right.
Is that real?
So-
Is that picture real?
I don't know the legitimacy of it, but I know that that is something someone claims they found.
Right. Okay.
That's
so
mental.
Do you really
I don't-
find that?
For the
I don't think
audio
they've ever been able
listeners,
to reproduce it.
for the audio listeners, I'm looking at an old grainy photo of a fucking enormous bird. And no,
Can I
it's
put a-
not your mother. I'm only joking. I'm only joking.
Oh mate.
Double take.
It's a Thunderbird. I had to double take, did you say?
It looks like a giant crow, doesn't it? Or like
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
raven, like a giant crow or raven.
Like the size of a helicopter.
Now that's a wingspan to be proud
That
of.
is a
that
wingspan.
Yeah.
I reckon
Yeah.
that's over 10 feet, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Thunderbird is another cryptid. So it's like, oh, this cryptid is another cryptid.
So so the Thunderbird is a Native American cryptid. The Native Americans from the surrounding area of Point Pleasant had stories of the Thunderbirds that would swoop down, carry away men and children and cattle.
Yeah. That looks like
Nice.
it could do that.
Yeah, it does.
Based on the depictions from the Native Americans, obviously people believe it could be Mothman.
Mm.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, I can fuck with that.
Well, it's like
And-
the sacred, like the subspecies of Bigfoot and that, isn't it?
Yeah.
It could also go both ways. Perhaps Thunderbirds are Mothman,
Bat beasts.
That
Bat
makes
Beast.
Aliens.
aliens in
So-
spacesuits.
So yeah.
And obviously Thunderbird sightings go as far back as the 1600s, possibly even before that.
Mm.
Yeah,
So
it's
Mothman-
Native American folklore,
Yeah.
isn't it? They were,
It's up
yeah.
there with the Skinwalker and the Wendigo for
Maybe
Native
Yes.
they
American
were
cryptids.
always seeing Mothman though,
Yeah,
and they just thought it was a bird.
but it's actually a moth.
Yeah. But they've caught one.
Yeah,
They caught
Oh,
a
of
Thunderbird.
course.
true. I
Yeah.
like it. What's number 7?
Number 7. Okay, number 7 we've got mutant birds.
Oh,
No.
fuck off. That's a Thunderbird.
Ah!
Look at
No,
this.
I said number 10 might come back for the barn owl.
You fucking watch that, mate.
For the, for the audio listeners, that is a mutant bird. That
Looking
is,
for a
Why has he
scrap,
got
mate.
fists?
yeah, he's
That's a
angry.
Pokemon, mate. That's a fucking Pokemon.
What's it flips
So-
out Smash Bros? Oh,
Oh
I say
no.
we can skip past this one.
The
Mutant
theory is
bird.
actually solid. The theory itself is actually relatively decent.
Well, I can
What
tell,
is it?
mate, that's not very tall bird.
Runs like a
So-
twat.
There just
Yeah.
isn't birds that are big enough. Is the only.
Out of
There's the
this top
immediate
10, how
downside.
many of them are birds?
I think this is the
Because
last one that's
to
a
me,
bird.
Okay.
bird can be one entry.
Yeah, innit?
Group them up.
This is the
Mutant
last
bird.
bird.
Right, okay, good.
Right.
So the Mothman, as I think we've mentioned, if we haven't, we're going to now, lives in the area that is known as the TNT area,
Right.
which is where they used to store all the World War II munitions dumps, which also conveniently used to be a bird sanctuary. The
Oh.
area is considered to be overexposed now by chemicals. It was deemed as a dangerous site due to the chemicals that were, dumped there.
Yep.
So the theory goes that the Mothman is actually a bird from the bird sanctuary that was mutated into some fallout-looking thing, and we're left with that.
That's pretty gangster. Okay. So basically, it's radiated bird that just eats bullets. And that is how it came to be. That's
That's it.
incredible.
Pretty much. So the bird may have been the sandhill crane, which lives in the area, which is almost the height of a man and
Right.
has a 7-foot wingspan with red eye circles.
Okay.
So
Okay.
now imagine that.
Really long neck.
Imagine that now mutated
Yes.
Thick boy.
into
How
a
many of
Mothman.
these entries got bicycle reflectors as eyes?
I
feel
don't
like-
believe so.
Strong at this point.
Mm.
Solid theory.
Are they? The sandhill cranes actually have red eyeballs.
I think so.
Yeah.
Okay. You're not out of it just yet. Birds.
Number 6
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, fuck me. Okay.
is an angel.
Yeah.
Right.
Cool.
Okay.
So
Number
while the
5.
Mothman, while the,
Sorry, no, carry on, Scott. No. I'm
while the
joking.
Mothman was visiting Point Pleasant, a series of disasters coincidentally took place, including the collapse of the
Question
Silver
mark?
Bridge. The collapse of the Silver Bridge, which resulted in numerous deaths.
Pause.
There were phone calls.
Thought angels are the good guys.
Yeah, exactly.
What about fucking the Angel of Death, mate?
Yeah, that's not a good one.
Yeah.
Okay,
There
now
was
carry on.
angels.
Sorry. That's just interesting. Or is it... I'm not even going to go there. We're not going to go down the religious route because that is a dumpster fire. Carry on.
So, there were phone calls author John Keel was receiving, in which a mysterious person named Ingrid Cold seemed capable of telepathy,
Nice.
and various others which carried premonitions that ended up coming true around the area, including a plane crash with the correct number of dead guessed, or I guess predicted.
Wow. Unless it was
They-
all of them.
Is there a correct number of dead?
Isn't it?
course.
You
Yeah,
can't be like, there's
so-
going to be a plane crash. Everyone's going to die. Whoa.
What's
He
what's
just got the... nu-
what's full capacity on that plane? 273. Oh yeah, 273 people. That's my guess. Oh my god!
How did you guess? Well, it did crash into the side of a mountain. Oh, right.
Happy
Yeah.
you didn't count for the dog walker who got absolutely pulverized by the.
By the debris.
So, thus far, this article has been bird or other unproven thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but this is the industry we're fucking...
I feel like,
living in.
yeah, this is the entire article, to be honest.
Yeah. We're in the
Yeah.
world of cryptozoology, baby.
It does get more fun from 5 onwards, though.
Where the
Oh,
greatest
sick.
thing in your arsenal, if you want to go catch one, is fox piss. Carry on. What's number 4?
Number 5
Number
is
5.
Number
Okay,
5.
What's number 4? Skip
Number-
it.
No, number 5 was frog's
Treadmill
piss.
on.
Number 4. Let's go.
number 5's a solid one. I'm not going to lie to you.
Demon.
Go on then.
okay, yeah.
That's a hoax.
Oh, sick. I am on board with this one.
So, the man who brought the Mothman into public attention in 1970 was named Gary Barker. He wrote on matters of the paranormal and UFO culture.
Convenient.
He was also known to exploit these matters for financial gain.
Super.
Ah,
And he planted hoaxes to screw around with those who took UFO research seriously.
Oof.
Oof, that's out of order.
John Keel, who wrote the comprehensive book on the Mothman in 1975, was known to associate with Keel. That doesn't make sense. Was known to associate with what I assume that's meant to say Barker, and thus could have been misled in a similar manner.
Ah, it's just all right. Okay.
Could it
Naughty.
have been the local prankster?
So, God, imagine that. I mean, yeah, that's pretty nuts. You do a few hoaxes, and then like fucking 30 years later, there's a festival after your hoax.
Yeah.
That's pretty nuts. I do really want to go to the. I really do want to go to the
Yeah.
Mothman festival. Because I want to go back to America, but I don't want to do like New York or LA or Vegas. I mean, 'cause I've done them all, but also because they're just sort of, I feel like that's like you come to the UK, like if you're not from the UK and they're like, I want to go to the UK to go to London. And obviously my opinion of London is it is literally the worst place on earth. And I just think of all the fantastic places in the UK that the UK has to offer, and people just gravitate towards fucking London. And it's just like, well, maybe that's like that in the United States of America. Like maybe it's like, oh, you know, people that are actually living there are like, why the fuck do people just go to New York and LA and Vegas when, like, I don't know, West Virginia is like, you know, fucking brilliant.
Popping off, mate.
I've watched some videos of golf courses in West Virginia. Like they have incredible golf courses out there. But I really want to go to Point Pleasant because I think it'd be awesome to do the Mothman Festival and have a look at all the Mothman hotspots and stuff. Whether it
There's
be
the
a
Mothman
hoax or not.
Museum.
Yeah, the
We have
museum.
come up with an idea before, and it's the Route 666 thing where we do Route 66 and stop off along the way at all the haunted locations. So we go out there for like 3 or 4 weeks, just fucking go for it.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
That'd be so fucking
That'd be awesome.
cool.
Oh, yes.
There you go. Says might have been a hoax.
I don't
So
really
number
think there's much
4.
to say on that one, really, is there?
Yeah,
It's just like,
no,
yeah,
I like it.
Yeah, that could be.
Yeah. Theory
mean,
about Mothman. He wasn't real. Okay.
Yep, there we go.
I think it's always a
It's a
solid
theory.
theory for this sort of thing.
Yeah.
Number 4, we've got faulty perception.
Ah.
right.
Every
Hang on,
individual
wait,
who
wait,
reported
wait, 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 wait.
Wait.
All
Yes,
of
sir.
these, if any of these are correct,
Yeah.
they're all a faulty perception of what Mothman is. So this can't be a theory because they are all faulty perceptions.
Yeah.
Unless Mothman is real, if it was a barn owl, then they've got a fucking faulty perception of what it was.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Who wrote
So
this?
essentially,
Fuck you.
they've added
I'm
into
joking.
the mix. So the options out of these 10 are a bird, something else that's potentially not real, or not real.
Mhm.
Those are so far the 6 out of the 10 options. The 6 out of the 6 options that we've read so far.
This was written by Ryan Thomas, so any complaints, direct them towards him.
Give me his email now.
But yeah, so I feel like we can skip past faulty perception because technically this is just a filler one because they are all faulty perceptions if Mothman isn't real.
Yeah, they just wanted to hit the 10 mark,
Bitch.
didn't they?
I think that's quite bold to use the filler at number 4.
Yeah. I'm slightly concerned for the top 3 now.
I mean, number 1's a bit of filler, I'm not going to lie to you, but the other 2 are not. Number 3.
Okay.
Right, let's go on to number 3. We'll skip this one.
Nice. That's quality.
Let's just note in the picture that man does not have wings.
Man
number-
with wings.
That's amazing.
So pretty much Mothman is what Man with Wings is.
So
No,
what does
that's
it
not
say?
wings.
What does it
Surely
say?
Man with moth
Surely that
wings.
just
So,
ties in with the fucking hoax, though, no? Surely man with wings would be man dressing up as Mothman.
So play along, right? Say the creature is exactly what witnesses say it is. After all, there have been numerous accounts whose stories largely corroborate a like being. Say the creature exists in a world that fosters supernatural activity. If that was so, this being would be a 7-foot tall man with wings and large, red, pale-like eyes fixed at the center of its torso. It would look and sound like Mothra. Imagine a world where these things came and went as they pleased, though usually most people were too distracted to notice.
So it's saying that we live in this world, but we just don't pay attention.
Yeah, so we're saying that Mothman's wandering down the street and we're looking the other way.
Bollocks.
Why is this getting meta on us now? Right.
Yeah, innit? Don't tell me what to believe.
You guys are the fucking problem.
You guys are Mothman. Ever thought about that?
There's a Mothman in all of us.
Okay,
Mothman,
interesting.
reminder.
Let's go to number 2. Mara, have you ordered that kebab yet? Number 2.
Yeah, I have.
Excellent.
Liv
Number
just
2,
ordered it.
right. A plane or a flying machine.
See.
Whoa,
Right.
wow, now
I've
this is tying into my UFO theory now.
I've never seen a plane run, but if it would run like a twat.
If you had a plane on your back, mate, you'd run like a twat. I mean, look at Buzz Lightyear. Look at Buzz Lightyear.
You're
He's on
mucking
screen
me,
right
aren't you?
now, so.
That is Buzz Lightyear, to be fair.
So another theory from the school of skeptics is that Mothman was again misidentified as a sort of flying machine or low-flying plane in the night. What might be confused with a UFO as well.
Yep.
Yeah.
Doesn't account for its ability to take off upright and without the sound of a rocket engine or propeller, which only allows for the possibility of some kind of Da Vincian pedal-operated flying machine that makes no engine sounds,
Or a UFO.
just a poorly lubricated squeak, which might explain the shrieking. Now, how to explain the bloody red eyes, the bloody eyes and burning eyes that witnesses have experienced?
It's the jet engines.
Um,
It doesn't have.
it doesn't, Clara, it doesn't explain them,
Oh,
basically. They've just said that's something else you can't explain with this theory.
right. Okay. So why is it number 2? All right.
So what are our
Right.
thoughts on
Well-
plane/flying machine?
Like a person with a pedalled fucking Da Vincian thing, no. But a UFO, yeah, I can buy that. You know, we've seen that these things can move in ways that we can't replicate. We've seen that they can move without resistance to natural forces, and we've also seen that they can not generate sound, mainly because they allegedly manipulate the gravity around them and fall through space rather than propel through space. But again, I think it's an alien.
I think
Yeah.
that is probably out of this list the best theory.
100%.
And
You
I
sure
I'll tell you now.
and let me just fucking whoa out of this list. It's the best theory that I fucking come up with, admittedly off of his foundation, but he's not taking my fucking spacesuit idea. Unless it's number 1. If it's number 1, I'll apologise.
Number 1 is Jordan's spacesuit idea.
Yeah.
Number 1 technically could cover that.
Oh, wait, stop. Everyone stop. I want everyone to guess what number 1 is.
Okay.
A bird.
So it could technically be an alien suit. Us from the future.
Okay.
Good theory.
Lozzie?
First thing that comes to your mind.
Anything.
Treadmill.
Excellent.
I
Bailey.
don't.
It could be Bailey.
All right. So if we're
3,
going along the routes of
2.
fucking... Just a mothership, mate. Just the alien mothership then. I don't
Excellent.
fucking know.
Maya, 3, 2.
Alien.
Quality. What's the last one?
Once or
The
twice.
last one is
We've already had alien. That's fine.
unknown.
Oh, that's a
no.
cop out.
Fuck me, man.
Simply
Is there a
put,
way to report this article? Because I want to.
not everything can be explained.
I'm gonna dox
Sometimes,
Yes,
Sometimes a weird
literally
occurrence.
everything can be explained. So, shut
Well,
up.
not the paranormal.
Well, there, Maya.
Yeah, it can.
Explain the mirror
yeah.
right
No,
now.
it's the paranormal. There we go. Explained.
Oh,
fair
right,
play.
fair.
yeah, she's done us
Right.
there actually.
Well
got
said.
some, they've got some other great lists here. Should we go through them?
Oh yeah.
my
classy.
god. 10 explanations of shapes. What's that? Shapes used for everyday things. Don't click on it.
Why has it already been clicked on?
Intrusive thoughts.
Why is it purple?
It's not. It's red.
Oh.
He
So-
saw the donuts. I was like, yeah, go click this.
Right, bring it back, bring it back, bring it back. So
Sorry.
they're the explanations for Mothman, of which I think
The best one weren't on the list.
the best one was the one that we came up with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The problem,
Bat
I
beast
tell you,
is an
the
alien.
problem with Mothman for me,
It's a rat.
which is why I'm like more inclined to believe in, say, like Bigfoot than Mothman, is like the whole thing about Mothman, as far as I'm aware, and I could be wrong, blah blah blah, is there's just one. Whereas like Bigfoot is allegedly like a species living in like the fucking, you know, the mountainous regions and all of the what are they called, national parks
National
and stuff.
parks.
Whereas I mean, I get it. To be fair, the only two logical things for me, if this is a one-off, is an alien that came here by itself, or it is a mutated bird.
Yeah.
Because other than that, there has to be a species, so there should have been more sightings than just this one. If they're going with the narrative that everyone has seen the same thing.
Yeah. When
the
was the
same
last sighting
individual.
of the Mothman?
There was a sighting in 2016,
Oh,
which has some sort of photographs with it. They're
right.
not the most exciting, but yeah, there is that on the internet. And other than that, there's been a couple. There was the Chicago Mothman.
Yeah, of course, 'cause
which-
it's not, wasn't there one in Russia?
I think there was one around Chernobyl.
Yeah,
I wanna
that's
say.
it. Yeah.
Well, there goes your mutant fucking theory again, doesn't it?
And obviously,
That's
then
it.
you've got similar creatures like
Like
the
barn
Owl
owls.
Man,
Yep.
the Owl Man of Mornan,
Yes, big up Owlman, Wrath of Owlman, never forget.
and then you've got other sort of bat or bird-like creatures. A lot of which are in Asia and the Middle East. There's a few sort of floating around over there, well, flying around. And yeah, they're the
Jeez.
so there's a variety of similar creatures, but yeah, I think
Okay.
Mothman himself is very rare.
So, going off similar creatures, you know, as we discussed in the old Bigfoot one, you know, Yeti and Bigfoot, similar creatures, different species. What are we saying? Could they be part of like the Mothman family?
Quite possibly. I tell you what, I'm saying like, oh, let's go to Point Pleasant, let's go to West Virginia, blah blah. Which, by the way, I've looked at flights and they're fucking expensive because you can't just fly directly to anywhere near that fucking place. But you just raised a great point. The Owlman of Mornan, is that in? Where is that? Cornwall. Let's do it. We could go and
I think-
just like
yeah.
do an investigation like we did with Rendlesham. Rendlesham, we were looking for fucking aliens. Why can't we go and look for an Owlman?
I think it's a good idea.
Yeah,
Sure.
but I do want to do a few days down in Cornwall, and then just hit a few locations while we're down there. I think that'd be
Yeah.
cool. We get like a fucking caravan or something, or an Airbnb. But yeah, it'd be cool. I love Cornwall. Shout
Or a
out
motorhome.
Newquay. Well, Bailey, and we know you got a motorhome. It's just so you're gonna fucking use
I
it.
don't have one. I've been told I can use it, but she's gone fucking radio silence and she bought it, isn't she?
Just rob it off her. It's your mum.
That's true.
Just take it.
just
and
What
like
start
mum's
looking.
for?
I just want to say I've never robbed off my mum. I don't know why I
Yeah.
said that.
Yeah.
I regret it.
It's all right to rob off other people's mums. Don't rob off your
That's
own. No, I'm
true.
joking.
So I
Yeah.
can rob off your mum.
Yeah, that's it.
That's
Yeah.
it. You're not even going to say you could rob your mum.
No.
Good point.
There you go.
But
It's
no,
one
that'd
way-
be cool. The motorhome would be, yeah. The motorhome would be cool. Guys, just want to let you all know, in case you don't know, this is the people at home. If you somehow missed all of my little posts and that, we will be returning to the Angel Ram Inn in December, and it will be released on Christmas Day. So look forward to that. We've got some amazing ideas as well for the video, which I'm really
You can
looking
call them
forward to.
amazing if you want.
They're pretty savage.
Hard disagree.
So basically, I got this idea for the video because it's Christmas. I'm going to do not Secret Santa, Secret Satan.
Ooh.
Where each of the gifts has a challenge attached to them. A challenge that you don't want to do in a haunted house. Do you know what I mean? Scary, scary. So, yeah, it's going to be fantastic. I really can't wait. And also, yes, this will go up before. If you're watching this either on the day of release or the week of release, on Sunday, we have a new investigation in an abandoned hospital. So, yes. That was a hospital. Would you say that was a hospital? It was an epilepsy hospital, wasn't it?
It was some sort of ward or sort of like clinic. Yeah, probably more closer to a clinic than a hospital. But yeah, they're on the same wavelength, aren't they?
Hospital's better for the L5 algorithm.
Hospital.
I think it was an epilepsy hospital. I swear.
Yeah.
I think it was a clinic off the hospital. I think
it was fucking abandoned 20 years ago, and you can fucking tell. Horrific.
Fuck me.
But yeah, that'll be coming out on Sunday, so look forward to that. Please hit the like button. And yeah, share the pod around, guys. Share the pod around. We're powered by Rafe, so go check out Rafe. Code Dudey for 20% off. And yeah, what do we before we end this? We are getting to the tail end of the pod. Mothman.
Kebab's on the way.
Oof, kebab's on the fucking way, guys. Kebab's on the way. Mothman. Lozzie, Scott, Bailey, Maya, me, in that order. Does the Mothman exist?
I think it's more likely to be an alien. If it's going to be anything.
Okay.
I like Mothman. I would go as far as to say I love Mothman. However, I think the Mothman has some glaring.
I how that looked. I was getting this.
I
just walked away. Sorry. Now look, Scott got me this. Look, it's literally a Mothman.
That's a better looking Mothman than the description, to be fair.
Yeah,
isn't it?
Also, that does look more like a bat.
Bat beast.
Bat beast.
So yeah, I love Mothman, but there were some glaring issues with the story.
Damn. Yeah. Yeah, I know what you mean. Sorry for the audio listeners. I just showed a toy of Mothman. And I just showed his butt. What would you say are the glaring issues with the story, Scott?
There's some inconsistencies in the sightings. There are some inconsistencies in the overall description.
Yeah.
Some describe it as having obviously the massive wingspan.
Yeah.
Some describe it as having much thinner wings, but being much quicker on foot. And it's just there's a lot of differing tales as well as some fairly consistent ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, there's like you say, really big wingspan, and there's like white wings, there's brown fur, there's black fur. It's like, what the fuck did you guys see? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay. So you what would you say? You'd be inclined to say it is?
I would say
it not.
I think it's probably just a missighting of something. I think it probably is like just a giant bird. The owl theory to me is plausible, but not in the sense that it's a 10-foot owl, more in the sense that they saw something they didn't know what it was. It was in the shadows at night.
Yeah.
And I feel like when you're scared, you're more likely to overemphasize something.
Yeah. Also, like, I'm not being funny, Jordan. Do you remember when we were on holiday and we saw that fucking pelican? Like, seeing that
to be fair,
flying
that
about at night, I'd be fucking
massive.
terrified.
Yeah,
and that wasn't even
huge.
that big. They get way bigger than that.
Yeah, that's a good point. That pelican.
Like when you're saying, you know, a 7-foot wingspan on this bird that they think that it might be, that's fucking huge.
Yeah.
But it doesn't sound that big when you're just saying, oh, just a 7-foot wingspan. You see a 7-foot wingspan in the sky at night, you're gonna be scared.
Yeah.
And
then you might exaggerate and let your brain run away with yourself because you know that Mothman's about.
Yeah.
You know.
So then, if this was the first Mothman,
true,
the first sighting of Mothman,
they were grave diggers. Do we really trust them?
Whoa, they weren't digging up bodies. They were digging graves for people. Fucking hell.
I thought they were like grave robbers.
That would be grave robbers.
Yeah, grave diggers being the digging of the grave.
What are you digging the graves at night for?
Night shift, isn't it? Graveyard shift.
Soft's
You,
nice
you
and
don't dig the
soft.
graves at
Oh,
night, do you?
He's done.
I
He's
just went to
done.
say soft's nice and soil.
So,
Soil is
What's
nice and soft.
Soft's nice and
no,
soft.
that'll be
Fucking hell.
rock hard at night.
Maybe.
Yeah,
I do have to say though, I reckon I could take that pelican in a fight.
I don't. That
I mean, you'd
pelican's
have to
fucking
say that.
terrified. Also,
I'm
I heard the video. I heard the video.
Yeah, that was a scary pelican. Bailey,
You
what
didn't
do you
sound
think
like
it
you
is?
could take him in a fight.
What do I think it is? I think it's just people's imagination running a little bit wild
Oof.
and seeing maybe a bird or a shadow of a bird, maybe looking a little bit bigger than it actually is,
Yeah. Maya?
and then getting a bit spooked out by it.
Yeah, I agree. Either the bird theory or the alien theory. They're my two things, but I don't think that the actual Mothman is a real thing necessarily.
Okay.
At the way that it's described and portrayed and things like that.
Okay. I think I'm going to die on the hill that it's an alien in a spacesuit.
Yep.
That's my new literal like fucking belief system.
Yeah, alien in a spacesuit man from Point Pleasant.
Yeah. Anyway, next week we're getting Professor of Cryptozoology and Mothman Specialist. Which like, we think that your belief is fucking wrong. Nah,
It's a fucking alien in a spacesuit.
but have
It's
you
gotta
have you spoken to anyone about Mothman, Scott?
Yes, I've spoken to a guy who volunteers at the Mothman Museum.
Okay.
I can't help but think he was a bit biased because he volunteers at the Mothman Museum.
How would he
Obviously.
feel about my alien theory?
I think he'd actually be on board with it
Oh.
because one of his theories was that it's an interdimensional being that travels through time and space.
Oof.
Oh yeah, he's well on board.
Oh,
isn't he?
good.
He's fucking well on board.
Yeah.
He
Alright.
connects
goodness.
UFO sightings, Bigfoot sightings, Mothman sightings, and I think murders in the area all as being one anomaly.
Of course.
That's fucking brilliant. Get him on. Fuck me. Get this man on this pod. None of us are. We'll just literally be like, right, mate, this is going to be episode 20. Right? If you could just intro as a drip pod and just talk to yourself
Yeah.
for an hour, and we'll just fucking
Yeah.
fucking brilliant. We'll get him on. We'll get him on. But yeah, that's been the Mothman episode. I really enjoy these cryptid episodes. I really enjoy cryptids. I find them a lot of fun, and they're fun to talk about. So you guys enjoyed yourselves?
Oh yes, as always, mate.
Yeah.
Good. Excellent. It's another hour.
There we
Yeah.
go.
Nice.
Yeah. We've had a few long ones recently, which is good. It is good. Yeah, so that's it, guys. Thank you so much. Like I say, share the pod and all that good stuff. And we'll be back again soon. Maybe comment down below a cryptid you'd like us to look into. I think for me, the next one we're going to do will be either the Wendigo or the Skinwalker.
Oof.
Yeah.
I think
Oh,
I
Skinwalker.
did a video recently, well, a few months ago now, on Skinwalker Ranch. I would
Kebabs here.
kebabs here. I would love to do a deep dive on Skinwalker Ranch. That'd be fucking
Yep.
epic. But anyway, right, we're out of here. I've got to go eat. It's
Sweet.
9:30. I'm hungry.
Yep.
And I'll see you guys later. Bye.
See ya.
Bye.